Hi and welcome to Tuesday Night Live. We are talking tonight on fertility, pregnancy and COVID-19. So I asked you during the week what you wanted to talk about tonight, and this was the topic that 75% of you chose. It's a very topical topic, of course, and I think it's a great one to get into because there's a lot of women out there who are really confused, and also a lot of pregnant women who are quite scared at the moment. So if you are looking to conceive naturally, if you're currently pregnant, or if you're going through ART or IVF treatments, whether they have been put on hold at the moment or you're still actively going through them, then this is important for you to watch. We're going to cover all those bases, particularly in regards to, is it the right time to conceive naturally? What do I do if I'm pregnant, and how might this virus affect me? And also, particularly those women who have had their ART or IVF treatments put on hold for the moment. We're going to discuss what you can do at this moment to really, and how COVID-19 relates to your fertility and your pregnancy, and what you can do to protect yourself, and what does it mean for your fertility, and how can you use the next 2 to 3 months to really improve your fertility. So we're going to be discussing all these different aspects. As always, if you've got questions, type them below and I'll answer them during our live. Hi Happy G, thanks so much for jumping on this evening. So let's start off with what do we know about COVID-19. So COVID-19 is a coronavirus. There are lots of different coronaviruses, so COVID-19 is just particularly one of them. What does coronavirus and how does it impact our fertility and pregnancy? So the information we know about COVID-19 is based on how previous coronaviruses have acted and how they have worked. We're taking a huge look at those coronaviruses as well as just the general influenza virus and the effect that they have on fertility and pregnancy, and we're extrapolating that onto COVID-19. As we learn more and more about COVID-19, then we're updating the information. And just recently, like this in the last week already, there's already been a couple of updates in regards to fertility and pregnancy around COVID-19. So we're currently constantly being updated, and I want to share that most updated information, what we know at this moment in time about COVID-19 and how it affects you. So first of all, let's start off with pregnancy. So we'll do it kind of pregnancy, the IVF, ART, and then we'll do natural conception. So you're welcome to kind of just watch what sections apply to you, or even better, watch the whole thing. So let's start off with pregnancy. Currently, there's not much known about COVID-19 and its impact on fertility and pregnancy. What we do know that there is a small transmission between the virus and the fetus. So if the mum does contract COVID-19 or you test positive, there's a little chance that it will actually cross into the fetus. And there's no evidence at this stage to suggest that it does any harm to the fetus itself. The coronavirus is not like Zika. So we know a few years ago we had that Zika outbreak, and it did have negative impact on pregnant women and their growing fetus. The coronavirus is not like that. There is a very small chance that it even passes to the baby during pregnancy. If you are pregnant, are you at a higher risk of catching the coronavirus, or let's call it COVID-19? Yes. So pregnant women, their immune system is reduced. So they are considered at a higher risk of getting COVID-19 just because that reduction in your immune system. Are pregnant women more increased of developing more severe or complications with COVID-19? Not necessarily. For the majority of pregnant women, you're going to only experience mild to moderate flu-like symptoms if you do get COVID-19. The concern is with pregnant women who are immunocompromised, or maybe you've already got a history or an existing respiratory illness, and then that needs to be managed specifically for you, because we know that the virus really affects the lungs. So not so much more at risk of developing any complications. Is there an increased risk of miscarriage with COVID-19? No, and that's a really positive statement for women who are trying to conceive at the moment. We don't have any evidence that it does increase miscarriages, which is a really nice positive. Can you transmit it to the baby? In general, the theory is no. However, we have seen a couple of cases in China and recently one in the UK where a mother who has tested positive to COVID-19, their newborn baby also is positive for COVID-19. But at this point in time, we're not yet sure if that was passed during utero. Maybe it was passed during the delivery, or perhaps it was contracted after delivery. So that we're still learning about, but the majority of evidence we have suggests that transmission is very low. So in that regards, we probably can look at COVID-19 for most pregnant women, only kind of having the risk factor that catching the flu would have as well. So that's probably a positive note to know that the virus is very unlikely to have any negative effects to your baby, and also for yourself, provided you're healthy and well, you should only have very mild symptoms. So I think it's really imperative, particularly this season, that women who are pregnant really focus on their immune health and boosting their immune system as much as possible to be able to help prevent contracting the virus, and also supporting their bodies in case they do catch the virus as well. So some ways, if you were pregnant, to be able to boost your immune system, of course, is self-isolation. That is going to be the most important one. It's important that pregnant women do self-isolate and be very aware of the people that you are associating with. Washing your hands is incredibly important, so make sure you wash for 2 minutes as they recommend with your hand washing. Also, things like zinc and vitamin C are wonderful, particularly for viruses, at boosting the immune system and stopping the virusing. Vitamin D is incredibly important, and I'm really looking at vitamin D levels in all my pregnant clients at the moment and helping really support them for optimal immune system. Eating lots of garlic, ginger and turmeric and fermented foods are also going to help boost your immune system, and making sure you're still getting out and moving and exercising every single day. Yeah, is going to be super important. Now, if you are pregnant, there have changes that are being made at the moment in the way that we're handling pregnant women through the hospital system. So make sure you contact your obstetrician and your midwives to see how that's going to impact you. I know prenatal classes have been cancelled. Some consults are being limited to only 15 minutes. Some consults have also gone to like more teleconference or video conferencing, which is a great way to allow these pregnant women to stay home. So I think there's some beautiful changes, but make sure you absolutely talk to your obstetrician and your midwife and see how it's affecting you. But at this stage, keeping your immune system strong, keeping in self-isolation is going to be a really important thing. Make sure you still attend all your visits and get all your screening and testing done. And that will help you keep safe. But ultimately, the baby isn't at an increased risk at all, but we don't want you to get sick either. Hi Tors, hi Wendy, thanks so much for joining. So that's in regards to pregnancy, and that's really what I kind of want to reiterate with pregnancy. In regards to those women going through IVF or ART, I know in WA, and I'm not sure if this is across the board in Australia, someone from the East Coast might be able to kind of jump in and let me know, but a lot of the procedures or elective surgeries, so things like embryo collection or transfers, have been cancelled at this stage to allow for those resources to be used elsewhere, which is super disheartening for those women. And when I first learned about that, my heart absolutely sunk for you women, to have these absolute dreams of being pregnant that you've been on for years, and then have them kind of put on hold for however long. So that is really disheartening, but what the Fertility Society of Australia has really come out saying is that perhaps right now isn't the right time for these kind of procedures. We allowing those resources to be used in the mainstream medical sector as we fight this COVID-19 virus. And also we've got to be mindful, particularly those women going through ART and IVF sequences who have immunocompromised systems, maybe respiratory systems. Then this may not be the right time for you to be conceiving. But amongst all the heartbreak and the fear that's going on, this is an amazing time for you to really focus on a lot of self-care over the next 2 to 3 months. So if your IVF or ART treatments have been put on hold, there is so much you can do, and you can really turn this situation into a massive positive situation for you. So now is the time to spend reconnecting with your partner and really working on maybe it's egg quality and sperm health that we could boost in order for that upcoming collection. Maybe it's you're waiting for an actual transfer, so maybe it's time now to really nourish the body, build up those nutritional stores in order and ready for this pregnancy. So now is the time that you can really take a positive approach and really boost your fertility. So in 2 to 3 months time, when you are able to go through your procedures again, you are going to be so much more fertile, so much more healthy, and have a wonderful positive mindset. And if you need help or not sure what to do in regards to improving and boosting your fertility in this short time, increasing egg quality or getting your body ready for that transfer, then let me know. I'm available for 15-minute free discovery call if you want to kind of have a chat about where you are at and you're not sure what to do, or you're just kind of feeling really deflated and kind of stranded, then connect. I'd love to talk to you and we can get a little plan in place on what's the best thing for you to be doing at this time. And then let's talk about those women who are looking or trying to conceive naturally. My advice in regards to trying to with natural conception, as well as those women who haven't had their ART or IVF treatments suspended, proceed with caution, but right now might be the right time for you to keep trying, okay? It's not all doom and gloom. Particularly if you're in an area where there's very low cases of COVID-19, so there's not much infection, or you're quite isolated, then this is an awesome time. Particularly we're self-isolated, we're spending so much more time at home with our partner. This is the perfect time to keep trying. You've got all the time on your hands. For women who are immunocompromised, have an existing or a previous respiratory issue, or you've got a more major health complaint, then it may not be the best time for you. Or if you're in an area where there's high risk of infection or if you've got an infection at the moment, then right now is probably not the best time for you. But for most other women, there's nothing to say that right now can't be your time to conceive naturally. It's natural that during times like these, we do end up with a baby boom. There's only so much Netflix, I guess, you can watch. So I'm not deterring you from trying. Absolutely, if it's right for you and you feel right, then keep trying. If right now you don't feel that it's right for you, or you've kind of in that high risk factor where it's not suggested, then there's so much again that you can be doing right now to enhance your fertility, improve sperm health, and really ensure that over the next 2 to 3 months, your fertility is going to be improved, your health is going to be improved. So when this all ends, and it will end, you are going to be able to hit the ground running in regards to conceiving that beautiful baby that you have been wishing and hoping for. So I really encourage you, whether you're pregnant, whether you're trying to get pregnant, or to kind of take the fear and the negativity out of this situation, and let's turn it into a positive. Let's use all this extra time we have to really focus on our health goals and really focus on some self-care and improving your fertility. So some things that you can start looking in today in regards to boosting your fertility. The first one is reduce stress, okay? That's the biggest fertility deflator. So reducing your stress, getting sleep, and we have that luxury at the moment because our lives are so much less busier. So make sure you nap and get that rest that you need. Focus on your diet and focusing on exercise. I know we can't go to the gym, but you can still get out and go for a walk each day. You can still do a little boot camp in your backyard, or go for a bike ride. So I really encourage you to get out. You also get some beautiful vitamin D, which we know that is so important for our immune system. Also, spending this time to reduce your exposure to toxins, so through your cleaning and your beauty products. So really going through all that with a fine-tooth comb and getting rid of those products that contain endocrine disrupting chemicals, or the products that contain toxic chemicals for our fertility. So there's and also, again, looking at making sure you're taking the right supplements right now, and for wherever you are, whether you're pregnant or whether you're trying to get pregnant. So these are areas that you can really focus on to support your fertility and really turn this situation into a nice big fat positive. Hi Julie, thanks for jumping on tonight. So whether you're taking a step back from your trying to get pregnant journey, or whether you're still progressing, I really encourage you to absolutely look at boosting your immune system, because that is our number one fight against COVID-19. So some really great ways to boost your immune system are, of course, zinc and vitamin C are my absolute go-tos. So taking zinc tablets and vitamin C powder every single day is going to help. Ginger, garlic, turmeric are wonderful. Echinacea is a beautiful herb at boosting the immune system, whether you're pregnant or whether you're trying. It's safe to take. Vitamin D is super important. Vitamin A, so things like cod liver oil contain high levels of vitamin A and vitamin D, which are really important for the immune system. So make sure you kind of look into those supplements along the way. So that's what I wanted to share with you in regards to how COVID-19 is affecting your fertility and your pregnancy. I hope that has taken a lot of the fear and the concern and answers a lot of the questions that you have been wondering about this virus. If you are looking and kind of wanting some more help or getting some more kind of answers to your questions, or you really want to know more about how you can spend this time to boost your fertility and boost your immune system in such a positive way, then make sure you reach out to me, either a message or a DM, and I'm always available for a free 15-minute discovery call when we can chat about your particular situation and how I might be able to support you in boosting your fertility, your immune system, and getting the results that you are after. So if you're interested, make sure you DM me, and I'm more than happy to have a chat with you and we can talk about that. I'm also looking at running a free webinar to talk more about what we call preconception care. So what you can do and change in 2 to 3 months in order to boost egg quality, increase sperm health, and essentially just reconnect with your body and enhance your fertility. So if that's something that you're really interested in, then also make sure you DM me and let me know that you're interested in joining the webinar, and I can send you the details for the date and the time of that webinar. Numbers will be capped, so it is only for limited numbers. So if you're keen, drop me a message. And there will be a replay. So if you sign up to the webinar, I will be able to email you through a replay if you're unable to attend it at the time, so you don't miss out at all. So there are a couple of options, but if you absolutely have any questions or concerns about how COVID-19 might be affecting you and your pregnancy or your fertility journey, then I'm always available for a chat or just a chat on Messenger as well. So just drop me a message and I'm more than happy to help. Happy G says, that sounds amazing. And Kate Els, I'm not even sure how to pronounce your username, whether it's Kate or Kelly. Anyway, hi, says that will be great. Awesome. So just drop me a message so I can add you to the list if you'd like to join the webinar, or if you would like to have a chat on how I can support you during this time, then also drop me an email or a message as well. And before we end, I'd love to kind of hear where you are at the moment. How are you going through an ART or an IVF treatment plan that has been put on hold? Are you trying to conceive naturally, or are you currently pregnant? And I'd love to know how you're feeling about everything. Has tonight's live helped you? I really, really do hope it's taken a lot of fear and a lot of questions out around the impact of the virus on your fertility and pregnancy. And I think the beautiful thing is that if we keep a strong immune system, we wash our hands, we keep in self-isolation, and we follow the recommended protocols. I think I just flipped my screen somehow, everybody. Then we can, here. There we go. Look at me, all techno savvy. Then it's not going to have a huge impact in a negative way on our fertility and that pregnancy. And I wish all those pregnant women a beautiful pregnancy journey amongst all this chaos. Tor says, you're amazing. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks everyone who jumped on tonight. Make sure if you've got friends going through fertility or pregnancy that you share this live with them if you found it helpful. And I will chat to you all through my messengers and during the week. So thanks so much for jumping on the live, everyone. I hope it helped, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.